Nigeria any USA omo ensensem a ekoso no finally ye betimi aka say eja enya bedru ensensem eboba moves no astarte a ekoso any say Pete Hegseth ono na ye the United States of America omo Secretary of War wakakopiem ewo Nigeria as I see the entire eba kire say ono odi nka akose no there are some other moves and also betimi atwa so e de aba enti Pete Hegseth United States of America almost Secretary of War wakopiem ewo Nigeria kwa wakopiem no okono ne eye Nigeria omo penifo akwa shia because in as much as say warning buy from President Donald Trump say obeso okopiem ewo honom na say Nigeria president any omo army no muntimi en contain a Christopher omo torment omo tete omo e northern part of Nigeria Borno state any omo kana omo angasa be free America no makopiem Nigeria no mako make sure say omo be source anima no ano enti on your screens Pete Hegseth ono na United States Secretary of War on any team omo bo omo ho so afa wiemhyen akopiem United States of America minkasa bebre ye be kone akohwe when they were departing from America to Nigeria ye ba near the updates because ye nyane ntie say omo de akodie bi every US akopiem Nigeria. First of all when they were departing from US akopiem Nigeria ye ba near the updates na to aso mamo enti yenhwe video we ni emra sisi
Thank you all very much.
That was Pete Hegseth any team omo a movie from United States of America na omo akopiem Nigeria yenye nim say enkomodidie ekokokoko so ama sese enti ekra yenya ne say some Nigerians omo akopiem omo ne Congress for na kodidi nkomo omo aponi ade with the defense departments and also so omo updates the particular spots also omutimi ekopiem no mo hwe how best they can help Christians omo and as a Christopher omo Nigeria ometimi apo omo ewo honom enti updates ni dey do so pass see the most alarming one I woman say Pete Hegseth akopiem Nigeria see how best they can evade at Nigeria na omo akopiem na ho so yenim say Venezuela niam ye course so bi betimi akoso ho say so say the omo abo mutimu poso omo koboa Christopher no na omo si terrorism ano kwan Nigeria na no na omo ekwakoye ho no menti we update free United States omo ne Nigeria omo sensem no na midinkai kase e be ma mo update on akode ne akade a omo de akopiem Nigeria and also and the screens so no way the US Africa Command AFRICOM updates almost almost US forces delivered critical military supplies to our Nigerian partners in Abuja. The delivery supports Nigeria's ongoing operations and emphasizes our shared security partnership. And this way Edin kan kura akopiem US Nigeria a free United States of America akopiem Nigeria enti we kire say US Secretary of War ono so kwa okono ko kire say ni team no say omo ko kire Nigeria for no how won betimi use akode no e dey fight terrorism Nigeria ho anase said the America can say see Venezuela no say emotional adwuma no mutimi nya mo fan say yensa e kire no wan bo say yen ba be take over Nigeria any ade say no bi so na ebe koso dia emre ene nkrabia na ebe kire nti say we can solidly confirm to you say Nigeria almost see almost the presence of a United States of America, almost Secretary of War, Obabe PM Nigeria honum, as I say, makes me say, almost start say, 2 and a morning, kakra. Now, they are targeting a ISWAP, almost strongholds, Bono State. Ama masa so de niam ani bi so akọ Sambisa forest enim say honom na Nigeria omo army no ya dodo na time bi omo kọ training e wo honom bi so ebekọ Timbuktu triangle nti sa akọde yi honom na dodo na ekọ pie na as much as akọ pie mu Abuja no omo ebe distribute ama na akọ some of these camps na Frank Utoh ekọ pie mu e wo Congress for nanim. Na way ebi mu beka ne say snitching and all snitching Nigerian government no sense so den and Frank Utoh e dey akoto o manim no nsem ai ha no ne say onti ase especially on Angasa ni state amanfo ho kire wo mo terrorism koso wo ho but then no president enka ho hwe aside that no some $9 million bi so aban no use a omo because it wasn't budgeted. Then I buy the coin to say Scawi. How Frank Utoh or presenting in front of the Congress of the United States of America. I be to say snitching and I say more baby potty. Pinax or copy muno how the itinerary United States Army so moko pm Nigeria or more upon said the baby who baby run ade enti way updates are so on your screens an update on Pete Hegseth. U.S. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth heads to Nigeria to meet Nigerian leaders. Big moves ahead. They didn't catch them. Was big moves ahead. And before I call Frank Utoh, this is an update. Confirm the memo from Honorable Nuhu Sada or no and update on the update we by. And got here Frank Utoh. Then some of the two Congress name near some races here.
As you see, people are coming and going, congressmen coming and going. We have invited and expected Senator Cruz to be here, along with Representative Rodney Moore and Chris Smith. We've been informed that they probably are not going to make it if they haven't made it already, so they apologize. But they have great staff. You can reach out to them. If you need context, we'll help you with that. They listen and they relate everything you're sharing to them, and they want to hear what's going on. Especially now, as Commissioner Person has mentioned, we're waiting the recommendations to the Nigerian government based on the CPC designation. So there's still time. We believe this week, maybe early next week, they're going to make critical decisions on what's happening next in Nigeria. So appreciate that. Next, we're going to have a human rights lawyer, voice, advocate, nonprofit leader from Yelwata, Benue State, Frank Utoh. He's a direct survivor of the Yelwata attacks against Christians. Late son of the village head. He combines his lived experience with expertise in law, governance, civil society, served on the board with the governor of Benue State. He has a recent master's degree from Central Oklahoma, as well as attending Northumbria University in the UK. His Catholic faith compels him to advocate globally for human rights and action to stop atrocities.
Kyle, thank you, equipping the persecuted, truth Nigeria. Thank you, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Frank Utoh. I'm a lawyer, I'm a policy advocate, peace advocate, I'm a politician in Nigeria. I served as the principal special assistant PSA to the governor of Benue State between 2020 and 2023. So I've been involved in government. I come from the epicenter of the genocide of Christians in Nigeria because I'm one of the biggest victims. My tribe is called the Tiv ethnic group from Benue State. We are the biggest ethnic group of the Christian faith in the middle belt of Nigeria and in the entire northern part of Nigeria. We're the fourth biggest monolithic ethnic group in Nigeria, the Tiv race of Benue State. And this is our traditional color, the zebra color, and it is called Ange. It is spelled exactly the way you spelled anger. That is the mood of our people right now, anger. And when you put D before the anger, it becomes danger. That is exactly what we're facing. We're facing existential threat in the hands of Fulani ethnic militia who have committed themselves to wipe our people off the face of the earth. They started this journey in 1804 when they staged the jihad of Odmantan Fodio. And in their quest to progress southwards of Nigeria, our people, the Tiv ethnic group, stopped their progression. So they want to continue from where Odmantan Fodio stopped, because their mission is to dip the Quran in the Atlantic Ocean. And of course, you know, by the time they conquer Nigeria, United States stands at risk because they'll be in charge of the coastal region of Nigeria, the oil of Nigeria, and across the Atlantic stands the United States. So the ethnic group that stands before these guys and the United States is the Tiv ethnic group principally, and the ethnic groups, the Christian ethnic groups in the middle belt of Nigeria, in the states of Benue, the states of Plateau, the states of Nasarawa, Southern Kaduna, Taraba, and the Christian minorities in Zamfara, in Katsina, in Sokoto, in Niger State. So today you'll be hearing directly from a witness, from a survivor, and of course it hurts me very deeply. It is heart-wrenching when this story, when I hear Americans begin to give two different sides to our story. Our story has just one side: genocide. Genocide. Our story has just one side. And let me give you, I'll be speaking for the next 3 minutes, and let me give you a graphic example. On September 11, 2001, the 911 attack, 4 planes were hijacked. United Airlines and American Airlines, and rammed into the towers. The people who hijacked, the 19 guys who hijacked this aircraft, were Arab Muslims of the Al-Qaeda group. But when they rammed these planes into these buildings, amongst the victims were also Arabs in those buildings, in the Twin Towers. Were also Arabs. But does it mean that it was a clash between American and Arabs? No, it was a direct attack on Americans. Some Arabs may be collateral damage. That was what happened on 911. And so today, if you hear that Muslims are also being killed in Nigeria, they're just collateral damage. And some are killed because of their sect. The epicenter of the genocide in Nigeria is in the Middle Belt, where the Fulanis have been ravaging, destroying our lands and occupying our lands. My village of Yerota was attacked on the night of June 13, where 278 of my relatives were killed. Among these are my nephews, my nieces, my siblings, my uncles, my aunties. When Raleigh went to Nigeria and met the woman whose husband was killed and 5 of her children, that's my cousin. That's my cousin. So these are not just numbers. These are not just disposables or expendables. These are family relatives. For every number you heard in Nigeria, these are my cousins. These are my siblings. As I talk to you right now, my father's youngest son, my youngest sibling, is just 3 years old. He's in the IDP camp. And this morning, he was fed with just a pack of noodles. They were given a pack of noodles, 4 of them, to share a single pack of noodles, 4 people. A single pack of noodles. My direct sibling, youngest sibling, is 3 years old. My father's 2 wives are in the IDP camp because my father was polygamous. I have 13 siblings. They are all in the IDP camp. My father was acting in local parentage to the children of his dead siblings. So he was a father to about 42 other kids. They are all in the IDP camp. My father was the village head of Yerota, the village which was the epicenter of the June attack, the worst attack in the history of the world in 2025, where 278 people were killed in a single night. It never happened anywhere in the world. It happened in my village, my community, my own relatives. So, I am the final authority in exactly what is happening, not the Nigerian government. We do not we do not believe they will tell any other side than the side they've been saying. Because many of them are the enablers of what is happening. And now today, instead of the Nigerian government to focus on solving this issue, they are spending millions of dollars of unbudgeted funds, taxpayers' money, for optics to the lobbyists. That is exactly what is happening. That money could have solved the issue. The $9 million could have solved the issue of what's on ground. And returned as they continue to launder their image, our people are still in the IDP camp with no plan for them to go back home to their ancestral lands. Their ancestral lands are right now in the hands of the Fulanis. Finally, as I conclude, this same morning of today in Nigeria, two of my kinsmen from a neighboring community called Daudu, two of them, Teketi Ashwa, 46 years old, and Aledi, 44 years old, were arraigned in the Federal High Court Abuja today for So today they were arraigned for terrorism at the Federal High Court Abuja. What is their offense? Because in self-defense, they killed 12 cattle of the Fulani that were ravaging their farmlands. I have my own mic. And so they were arraigned for terrorism today under the Terrorism Act 2022 of Nigeria at the Federal High Court in Abuja. And who is the prosecutor? A certain Fulani man called M.B. Abubakar. Who is the only witness in this whole case? A certain Fulani man called Fahad. That is exactly what is happening to us. Our kinsmen today were arraigned in Abuja for killing 12 cattle, and they were arraigned for terrorism. But the Fulanis who have come, who have killed hundreds of my kinsmen in June, who are killing every day thousands of our relatives, no one has been arrested and no one has been arraigned. I finally conclude by saying, you are the conscience of the free world. The might of America is not in the armed forces. It's not just in the military or its wealth, but it's in its moral authority. Can you use your moral authority to defend us, please? Thank you, and may God bless you all.